There's a lot of buzz right now that the condo market is struggling in Miami, that it's a soft market, it's a buyer's market. So we wanted to do a study. In this video, we're going to talk about the best performing and worst performing condos in Coconut Grove, looking back a period of 5 years. My name is David Vazquez. I am the territory manager for the David Siddons Group in Coconut Grove, and we wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive into the Coconut Grove condo market. So we looked at the stats, the resale velocity, we looked at days on market, months of inventory of all the Coconut Grove condos, and we determined what are the best performing and worst performing condos in Coconut Grove. That being said, Coconut Grove is mostly made up of single family homes. 90% single family homes, 10% condos. The condo market is very, very limited, just over 20 condos that we would consider condos in the area. The Grove has been quite an anomaly compared to the rest of the Miami condo market, because there are certain parts of the Miami market that are struggling, especially some of the older buildings. The Grove, because of the lack of inventory and limited supply, the condo market has actually done very, very well the last 5 years, the last 3 years, and even the last year. This study finds the best performing condos, the top 3, and the worst performing, the bottom 3. But even that being said, the worst performing condos in Coconut Grove are actually doing quite well, and they're quite healthy condos compared to other parts of Miami. But for the sake of the study, we had to pick the bottom 3. So the top 3 performing buildings in Coconut Grove are Park Grove, Grover Grand Bay, and Grosvenor House. Park Grove is number 1. Everyone knows that. It's the best location, it's the best amenities, best site. Floor plans are phenomenal. The amenities are phenomenal. They started selling Park Grove in the low 1,000 per square foot range. 15A in Park Grove recently sold this year, and that sold for $3,800 per foot. An absolute staggering number that most people would have never thought we would be selling Coconut Grove condos for this price point. That's what Miami Beach would sell for, or does sell for, on the water, beachfront, new property construction. Number 2, Grover Grand Bay. Grover Grand Bay are the twisting towers that are very iconic architecturally in Coconut Grove. Although it's 2 really nice sized buildings, it's only 98 residences, so it's very boutique. They're large floor plans, and the prices from 2021 has almost doubled from 1,000 square feet to almost 2,000 square feet. Grover Grand Bay has great amenities, but the service is absolutely top notch. The location is amazing, water views. So Grover Grand Bay comes in at number 2. Number 3 is Grosvenor House. Although it's not the newest and fanciest like Grover Grand Bay or Park Grove, Grosvenor was built in 2006, but it has great floor plans, has a really big amenity deck. It's currently undergoing a big renovation, but when it's done, the pool deck is going to be phenomenal, and the financials of the building are extremely healthy because they've always maintained it extremely well and constantly update the building. Moving into our worst performing condos in Coconut Grove. And again, these are actually performing quite well, but for the Coconut Grove study, they are the bottom performing condos in Coconut Grove. So number 1, Grove Towers. Grove Towers is an early 1980s building. It's an older building. They went through a huge 40-year recertification. The construction was heavy and lasted quite some time, which was not ideal for some of the owners. Thankfully, that's done. Although the prices have kind of stayed flat over the last couple of years, I think personally, mainly because of that construction. The construction is now done. Inventory is low, which is great. So I think Grove Towers moving forward has a lot of upside potential, but again, for the sake of this video and the sake of this blog that we made, it is one of the worst performing because of what it's done in the past few years. Number 2 is the Fairchild. So the Fairchild is a very interesting building because it's a new building built in 2020, great floor plans. The location, if you're on the 01 or 02 line, you have beautiful water views. The challenge in the Fairchild, you have high HOA fees and you don't get a lot of service. It's a very boutique building, only about 26 units. The services and amenities are very limited. You have a rooftop pool, but you don't have a proper lobby, you don't have a proper spa, you don't have a proper gym. Even the pool, it's a nice view, but there's not much service or anything included. But you are paying top of the line HOA fees. Furthermore, the Fairchild is located near Grove Isle in that North Grove area, making it not very walkable. So a lot of buyers, when they buy in Coconut Grove, they're buying because they want to be walkable into town. To walk from the Fairchild to Coconut Grove, restaurants, Coco Walk, it's about a 30-minute walk. You have to walk in the street, there's no sidewalks. So it's not necessarily ideal for walkability, and only 2 lines really have water views. So the Fairchild right now, you'll see for 26 units, there's about 5 units on the market. A lot of the units have sat on the market for quite some time, making it a little bit more of a difficult sale. But it's a tough one again because the floor plans are actually really nice, really high ceilings. It's a little bit underperforming compared to other buildings. The third building that we're going to talk about today is the Ritz Carlton. Of course, the Ritz Carlton carries its luxury name. The location of the Ritz Carlton is great, but when we're looking with buyers and typically they want to look for a home, they don't mention the Ritz Carlton because it does have the hotel component, much more transient. It's more of a pied-à-terre rather than an end user compared to a Grover Grand Bay, Grosvenor, or Park Grove. So it's more investor driven, more second home, third home, and that typically affects sales moving forward. But again, the Ritz Carlton does have a very prestigious name. The location is phenomenal. And numerically speaking, the prices have done well over the last few years. It's just one building that does not attract end users normally. So in closing, Coconut Grove condos, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, even the worst performing ones are actually performing quite well, but the best performing ones have absolutely crushed it in the last 5 years. Some of the most appreciation we see in condos across South Florida, and that is solely because families and end users want to live in Coconut Grove. They want to walk to the Grove, and the inventory. It's a very, very limited supply of options you have, and there's not much new supply coming. We have the Four Seasons, which are going to be only 70 units, starting at 8 million plus, 35 to 4,000 a foot. And then we have the Well, which will be 192 units. This is pricing anywhere from 1.5 all the way to 10 million. This is going to be an amazing building with amenities, walkability, floor plans are phenomenal, and the entry level price is obviously 1.5 million as opposed to a Four Seasons, which is 8.5 million. So we will get some more inventory that will help buyers looking to enter the Coconut Grove market, which is great. But again, those are 3 years away. So right now we have what's currently on the market, and exciting to see how Vita turns out in Grove Isle, delivering at the end of this year. So if you're looking in Coconut Grove specifically for a condo, feel free to reach out. Happy to go over the report with you. And on that note, visit the report on our website. You can find it anywhere. The link will be attached to this video. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.